I guess I
I had the mics mute. Welcome back to Girl Chat Sports.
Oh, they were both muted. No wonder I didn't
Yeah.
hear you. I'm like, oh. I said, I guess I'm going to have to mute my mic too. Unmute my mic.
Hey, listen.
Oh,
This is how
hey,
it
it's
is today so
Wednesday, you
far.
guys.
Happy Hump Day.
Happy Hump Day. Sounds like somebody's
Listen,
getting through the hump right now. What is going on with you right now? What's up? Like
I'm
you had
trying
a
to get
busy
through the
day.
hump. I got a vacation coming up, and you know me, I'm the last minute packer, so I just got to get my stuff together and get it all done with. Just so you guys know out there, we will be taking a little hiatus as of next week. We're going to take next week off because I'm going to be gone, and you get a little break, early birthday break, an early month birthday break.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. You
I'll
know,
take it. I
that's
think
how
we
it
just
goes.
needed,
That's how it goes.
you're going to a beautiful place, and so I just think maybe you could just relax some, take your mind off a
Yeah,
lot of things
it's
from the
easy to
outside, from
pack
the
the
inside
gear.
world.
It's easy to pack a laptop and lights and camera and stuff for a trip to back home in
Yeah, but you're
Seattle
in
or
a place
somewhere,
that's
but
fabulous. But you're
a little bit
but you're in a
different.
fabulous place. Lay up on that beach, do what you do, relax, zen, yoga out, run the beach,
Get it together. We'll get
snorkel,
it together.
do whatever, party, just
What's up,
have a good time
Carlos? Hope all is well
safely.
with you
Hey,
on the East
Carlos.
Coast. We
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Have a good
I
time.
know. Missed y'all too. Thanks. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Shout out to
no
the
show
lights.
next
I got my
week,
llama
but
dude
we
on
are here
tonight.
now.
No show. We are
Yes,
here
they're
now.
playing
Two of
right
us. Shout out to the
now.
lights. They have a play right now. Shout out to Llama Dude. I had to wear his little t-shirt. I don't know why it seems like it's so crooked on me, but if anybody could see
I
it,
don't
yeah, it's got
know.
the little
There it
llama on
is.
it. I like it. Representing my Llama Dude. Shout out to
Hell
Electric
yeah.
Company, the biggest booster club in
Yes.
La Fuerza.
And
We got to
the
represent them.
lights tonight is their show, love for Oakland night. So anybody that shows up in a Raiders or a A's jersey gets free admission.
That
They
is
might as well
I
call
could
it
have worn
like
my Oakland Raiders
the
shirt.
Vegas take. They should have just made the Vegas takeover night because if the A's ever come, the Raiders
no
already
doubt.
here.
Exactly.
I mean,
no
what
doubt.
can you
That's
do,
what we
right?
should
What
have
can
done.
you do?
But I like that idea. I like that concept.
I mean, they already got most.
I like
of
that
them,
idea.
right? They got
I like the fact that you could do that.
They got our minor league team, and I'm sure the A's could be on their way. Who knows? But anyways, we hope everybody's well.
There's a meeting this week with that.
Is there?
Yes. Yeah, there's a meeting. But like you said, hope everybody's well too. Yeah, there's a meeting this week. They're meeting again in Vegas to talk about this baseball thing. We're gonna see what they say.
Where is that stadium gonna? Where are they gonna put a baseball stadium now?
I don't know. Yeah,
because the Rio's still there. The Rios ain't going nowhere. It's still there.
Right.
It ain't moving. And I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. It's a lot going on. It's a lot.
Well, we may find out.
Other than
Hopefully,
that,
our guest that we potentially had, we can get him back on when we come back.
That'd be
and
great.
Have him talk to us about that.
I would appreciate. Yeah. So I know it was Labor Day weekend, which is supposed to be like the start of fall. No more white, whatever. Well, it's 108 degrees here still. Mother Nature has skipped over Nevada. I don't know. I'm not a big fall person. I don't care for pumpkin anything. So I'm not really worried about pumpkin spice and everything nice and all that. But I don't need it to be 108 degrees still here. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Did they send you? Did you get a text from Wnba Energy stating like between the hours of 5 and 8, please reduce
5
your
and
power?
8, if you could reduce your power.
Those are small sacrifices. They're huge.
I mean, here's the deal. My power bill. I mean, I don't have my power down to like 60 something. Like I don't keep it cold. Like I walk around in shorts and tank tops, so I'm not like keeping it freezing. But it's not like I'm not adding to it. I'm not gonna up it to like 80 or 80 something. Like that's not happening. I need to stay alive. My dogs need to stay alive.
Exactly. I mean, 74 is a good temp, but I'll cut it off for the conservatorship of, having conservation, I should say, not conservatorship. I'm thinking of Britney Spears right now because her conservatorship is just about over. I'm thinking about Britney.
Who's controlling your life, Mo? Let us know. Let us know. Break
blink
free.
Twice
break
if
free.
I'm okay, right? I'm thinking about Britney because she's almost to the step of being free. But being a conservationist is what I should have said.
Got you. Your little green thumb.
Yeah, my little green thumb. So I got my ceiling fan going and a few little lights here and there, and the lights are off and the TV's off in the other room. So we're good. But that's all you get
My
from me. I
lights
gotta stay cool.
my
I
fans
gotta
stay
stay cool.
on though,
Yeah, my
I don't
fans stay on
know.
too. But I gotta keep it
Yeah,
cool.
well,
It's too hot. It's too hot right now.
it is way too hot.
Yeah.
I don't know. So some hot topics, not even hot. Like I feel like this isn't great, but we lost Michael Williams this week.
I know. Michael
And
K. Love my
shock,
guy.
shock, shock, shock.
Chalky White.
Um, and there was
Omar
some rumors
Cummins.
about why he passed and an overdose. And there had been a few overdoses from a few comedians just a couple of days before with the same type of stuff.
Right.
So, hey, if
And
anybody out there is
fentanyl
still
is
using
out there. I mean, they're using it as a substitute for the real deal. So you have to know that a lot of
So
the
if
drugs
you're
now
out
are
there and you
flawed.
are still using these kind of drugs, please be careful because it's happening a lot, and it's happening a lot more than we know because it's happening to also people that maybe don't have the money to afford it, or and they're getting it in a weird ways. A lot of the homeless population, a lot of people like that, they're running into these kind of problems. So it's just
and they're using
overall,
this synthetic fentanyl thing to go with it, and it just makes it worse. And that's awful. And fentanyl's a killer.
Hey, Heather. Welcome to the show.
Hope you did good last night in your draft. I didn't get to see what everybody picked. I mean, I saw it as we were going through it, but
I think their draft. Oh yeah. We had our draft, so we'll talk about fantasy football in a sec. Or we can talk about. Well, I don't know. We'll talk about it in a minute because I know college football is back. And
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I watched it this weekend. And it was insane, especially for my Washington Huskies, who, here's the deal, we get projected to be in the top 25 the last couple of years, and it's never ends well because we start off in the top 25 and then it's never back there because we just don't seem to perform. And this year, we were ranked 20. We went against my brother's alma mater, which is University of Montana. Yes, an FCS team. And we were favored by 22.5 points. 22.5.
Wow.
Final score was 13-7.
Talk about defense.
Talk about not being able to play. Talk about a quarterback not performing. I don't know what is going on with our coach, Luke. Did
you guys win that game?
Here's the deal. No, we lost 13-7.
You lost?
When the spread was 22.5.
That's the lowest scoring college football game I've ever heard in my life.
Well, it was not because I believe it was the Georgia Clemson game was 10-3, and this was the fewest points that Dabo Swinney had ever had as a college coach or as a coach for Clemson, which is
you guys are right close to it and right in there.
But back to my sad story. Yes, my team was ridiculously bad. It was an embarrassment. This is the first home game since pre-COVID. So fans are back full in attendance. We were all ready to go. People were watching from all over the country, and we lose to Montana.
Seemed like it was a sad weekend for all college football in all capacity. And I mean, unless ESPN too, because they're out of line for the HBCU coverage. Like you cannot do us like you do the other schools. If there is a halftime, we need to see the band. You cannot have a FAMU Jackson State game and give us our flowers and say, oh, we're going to highlight a few games this season on ESPN, and it was ESPN too, but we'll take it.
Right.
But you can't cut from halftime and we miss out on a band. Black Twitter was upset. I was tight. Like that's the highlight of the college games is the band. So you cannot do that nor talk over the halftime. Yeah, I don't know who's on their team over there or who didn't do recon work, but they should know better. Like we're not like the other Pac-10 or Big Ten school, Pac-12 or Big Ten schools where you don't show the band. Our band is a little different, cut a little differently. So the band is the highlight of that HBCU college football experience. Is to see them during halftime, and they cut it completely out. Huge disappointment. They got to do better. Bring it back. They need to run that back.
That's terrible, and it's especially terrible because we know that their half times are going to go long and go. They should give that extra time within the time frames of commercials and whatever else to make that happen, not just be blocked out.
Yeah, inundate us with a whole bunch of commercials during the game or something if you got to cut to it. But the band, we look forward to.
Do something.
I mean, this is
a lot of these sports now do like the multi-screen where they've got the game up, but then you also have a commercial playing in the corner. They could have done that.
Yeah, they could.
I don't know, something.
I
Hey,
mean,
what's up,
not hear
Les?
that.
Thanks for
What's up,
tuning in. We
Les?
appreciate
They
you.
could have. I mean, even if they had a commercial, let the commercial be silent because we still need to hear the band. We don't want to just see the band. We need to hear it. We need to see them dancing and all that great stuff. Yeah, they were out of line for that. Twitter went nuts on that. It was a little funny. The memes, everything.
Brian,
Like it
I
was
know
just
they
the
had
highlight.
posted about your dancing guy, the Southern. What's his
Oh
name?
yeah,
What do they
our
call him?
drum major.
Yeah,
Was it our drum major? Yeah. They
it
always,
was good.
our drum major always does some things. The back bend is ridiculous. Since I have attended, they've always been notorious for doing the back bend. I don't know where they find these guys. I don't know what their camp is looking like for training, but they're doing a serious back bend. Like they would be a limbo winner all day. Their back bend is just insane. And they're holding a baton and wearing a big hat.
Right.
Yes. What's up, Les? Okay.
Los Angeles Southwest College.
That sounds
Well,
almost like that fake. That almost
close,
sounds like that.
close.
That almost sounds like that. What's that? Sycamore High. Where the
Yeah,
kids were
Bishop
20.
Sycamore.
Bishop
Yeah.
Sycamore. Where we find out they're
Which was
adults.
as of yesterday was the #1 fantasy football name that was being picked with over
Yes, it was. I
7,000
read that.
team names. I need y'all to be original, okay? Be original. Come on.
Well, we know that's not going to happen. But Sycamore is clever. But I would have never picked them. I feel like you're in a world
And they're
of doom
still in
if
the
you pick
news.
Sycamore as your
They've
name.
succeeded in doing everything that needed to be done. They're now the most talked about, and this will be a history made thing. Is this Bishop Sycamore team will always be known.
I'm waiting
it's
for
a
a
lot.
Lifetime movie to come out on it.
Right. Well, and speaking of your HBCUs, I'm curious to see what happens this year for homecomings in general.
Well, Morehouse
we know a
canceled
lot
their
of
homecoming already, so that's done.
Oh wow.
And then we'll see what happens.
Because I know like
I
know a lot of the colleges and professional teams have already have COVID policies now where you have to be at least vaxxed or have at least one shot or have a negative test. So
yeah,
that's going to be tough.
Well, Morehouse just canceled. They canceled like maybe a month ago before even schools. Like, we're not doing a homecoming. That's out. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to see a few more schools. No one else that I have heard yet have announced, but yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's tough.
And then not to mention your team. You were saying that the Seattle Seahawks, like pro-COVID.
Yep. So Lumen Field is
like the Raider Stadium, like Allegiant, totally vaccinated.
Yep.
Can't
I
test
think you have
anything.
to, or you can show I think you can show a negative. I think you can show a negative test.
Oh, okay. Well, at least they're giving you that option. We're just totally no test at all. Yeah. You can take a shot and go in. And
what I've seen and what I've been seeing. No, what I've been seeing is that there's an issue with there's a new mandate the governor made that you have to wear a mask indoors now. Like there's a comedy club up in Washington that's I watched, and that you basically have to be wearing a mask, and the mandates are completely strict. It can make you lose your licenses. So people have been canceling things left and right now because the indoor mask mandate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hectic. That's hectic.
A little crazy.
That is crazy.
A little crazy. Yes.
I mean, I wear a mask 8 hours a day on my work day, so I'm so kind of used to it. What I'm not used to is being out in the heat with it. That's what I'm not used to.
I don't even know how you do it.
I mean, I'm so used to it. And I'm N95, so I'm not even doing like a surgical mask with the mask cover. Like I was double masking with that.
Yeah, you were doing double masks,
Yeah, I have official N95.
And those are tough to breathe in while you're like functioning and moving around.
You know what? My lung capacity must be great because I'm climbing up flights of stairs doing it. Exactly. Climbing up stairs doing it, working all day in it. And it gives me enough breathing room. It's actually a long coned kind of style.
Yeah.
So it has some filtration there, I guess. I don't know. I'm able to function with it. At least.
What's up, Goose? Shout out to Let the Ball Bounce. We appreciate you tuning in. Oh, Les got you a Dodgers update.
Oh, it was at the top of the ninth. No. And then we had that series against San Francisco. That wasn't good either. Yeah. I don't think we'll be in.
Giants have been the first team to hit 90.
Yeah. I don't think we'll
crazy.
be this NL West championship team this season. We definitely will still be going. Yeah, I think we'll go to the World Series possibly. But those Giants are no joke. And shout out to our guy. He ain't my guy, but for you Yankee fans, he's everybody else's guy, the captain.
Eric
Pointed
Jeter.
to the Hall of Fame. I guess. No, he deserves it. Give that man his flowers. He's good. Derek Jeter's the truth. He deserves it. Captain's in the Hall of Fame now. That's great. Yeah, my Dodgers, I don't know. We're still going to make it, but ouch.
And it's good for him. I mean, you know, he deserves it.
Yeah, he does.
Whether I don't like the Yankees or not, you know, he definitely
not a Yankees fan.
That. He in his speech, he said, like, in his speech, he was like, you know, thanks for all that voted me in, except for the one who didn't, because apparently he had a similar thing to Ken Griffey, where, you know, there's that one person out there that must have been harboring some real bad feelings against you.
It was almost unanimous. It was almost unanimous for him to go. It was just one. I was like, oh my God, he's off by one vote. That's crazy. He did somebody.
I need to leak who that one person is.
I need to know too. Like, who's the hater? Because he's going to win anyway. Just give him the vote. But out of petty spite, you're like, no, I'm not going to do it.
I'm not doing it. Yeah. Even though everybody else is. And we all know he deserves it.
Yeah. We all know he deserves it. You know he's going to get it anyway. I'm going to be that petty one that says, nah, I'm going to be the one out.
It's wow. It's too much.
The petty is
real.
So
before we get going with our fantasy football conversation, you know, one of my all-time favorites that comes into football is watching Gridiron Heights and their sketch comedy, their cartoon sketch comedies. So for the beginning of the season, Gridiron posted this, which is a short little 2-minute video, which you guys got to watch and listen.
Every dreams of Great Iron Heights. Wait, where are we?
Get the hell out of here, you pig tossers!
Sorry, I'm morning. We did it! I'm sure New York will be as patient as you guys.
What is up, my baby football dudes? Sophomores are here for your orientation.
Nice try, freshman. I like a mature QB.
Alright, here's the deal, bros. Over there you got divas, clipboard holders, defensive stars who need to make up for their team's offense, white receivers.
Did you know volcanoes can't harm healthy men?
Josh Allen's. Linemen we don't have the budget to animate. Texans do not sit there. Sexually active kickers. And King B and the GOATs. These dudes are like hot as shit, bro.
I saw you in college. You're really good at football.
Thank you.
So you agree? You think you're really good at football?
In practice, we wear red.
Tom Brady is like perfection.
He's so cool, we're breaking the fourth wall to tell you.
One time he scored 31 unanswered points in the Super Bowl. It was awesome.
We got to dethrone the GOAT.
I can't even dethrone Garoppolo.
I don't think my fiance, Shailene Woodley from Divergent would like this.
Why are you hiding in the trash?
Oh yeah, this whole thing is about how being popular makes you insecure.
I found this bulletin board material. I think the rookies made it.
The Browns are serious contenders. This can never get out.
Oh, too late.
Oh, expectations.
Henry is due for a decrease in production. Oh, they lying.
Why is mine a whole chapter? I've only played one season, everyone.
Do they know everything or just the crab leg stuff?
Enough! Okay, who here has been personally owned by Tom Brady?
Me, recently.
Yo, I think we should all just get along.
He doesn't even go here! Stop hiding in our stadiums, Kanye!
Look, everyone, I'm sorry if my greatness infuriates you, but I dare you to come at me.
Taunting.
Oh, no!
That is hilarious. Oh my God. That is the best Gridiron Heights to start off.
Listen, when I first saw it, I was like,
I'm dying.
Come on.
I'm dying.
Too funny. And it literally puts everything into perspective. Like, I mean,
everything we talked about.
Everything.
It's there. Everything.
And it's like the ode to Tom Brady. You know, everybody's trying to chase it. And I get it. But you know, the funny thing is I was seeing Tom Brady getting picked in like what was he? I think he was picked second round in our draft, of course, by Natalie.
Of course.
I think in our fantasy football draft, the ladies draft, there was 2 quarterbacks drafted in the first
who drafted the first?
round. I think it was Patrick Mahomes and I don't think it was Tom. I think it was Shoot, maybe
Josh
it was
Allen?
Tom.
No, Josh Allen came
Josh,
late.
maybe. I don't know. But I was just like, wait, first round,
Maybe
2
Aaron
quarterbacks
Rodgers?
are gone?
Yeah.
No,
I
maybe,
waited on that. I waited on that.
All I know is Zeke Elliott dropped to the second round. I sure as heck was going to try and grab him anyways, but he had got picked up right a couple picks before us.
I mean,
so I was like, dang.
A lot of my people got picked up before I could get them. I was mad. I debated being the third pick. I said, dang, should I go after Tyreek Hill or should I go after McCaffrey? And I was like, eh. And then Christian McCaffrey was gone. I was like, oh, well. And then Tyreek Hill was gone. I was like, well, I guess I'm just going to have to go for the latter.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and people don't realize, like, and there's some friends that I'm like, I look at, they're like sharing, you know, at fantasy football, you're all screenshotting and sharing with friends. Like, here's what I did. Here's how I did. And some of them I'm like, dang, you got a stack lineup. How big's your league? Oh, 8 players.
Oh, yeah. This 12 was a monster.
8 players. Right. 12 was a monster. I have a friend that had a 16 team.
Yeah. That's
and I was like,
can you
even fill your bench at that point? Like, it just seems like, how is that even possible?
I messed up on this one.
Those little 18 teamers were having a wake up call. Even for you, we usually have a 10 team league, and this year we extended it to 12. So welcome to the new women that are in our league this year. But man, but here's the other thing. I don't know if you ever watch or go back because your email gives you like a little report card on your draft. Yahoo be trying to like make you feel terrible about what you pick this season. Like,
man,
I got an A in my guys league, but in our league I had like a C-. I'm like, I didn't do that bad. Like,
I got a C on my first one with the guy. Well, the guys when I did horrible because we were out. So I got a D on that. I totally failed that. But I'm slated to win this first week, so we'll see. But I'm looking through my emails, and I didn't see my results on the report card for this one. Probably got to see again. Shoot, I got 3 leagues.
I think you were down in C. I think you were down in C- with me, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, well, what happened was, and this is what kind of messed me up because well, first of all, I was at work, so I had time for the first half. Forgot a client was coming in at 7:30. He came in right on the dot. I was sitting in the office and I was ready to do the next round. And then they were like, oh, your customer's here. I got so thrown off and distracted because I had my little sheet of how many QBs I picked. I was trying to double up. I didn't even pick a second replacement kicker off of that because my customer, and bless his heart.
You don't need a second kicker. No one ever picks
I wanted a second kicker. I wanted a backup for that week. Who needs 2 kickers?
You're going to change your kicker every week almost anyway. I mean.
Well, no, I needed it for the bye week for the extra points. I don't have that now. Now when the bye week
But the bye week, you just pick one up.
Yeah, that's true. I can pick one off the waiver wire. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
It's like the people that have like 3 quarterbacks and they've got like
I don't need
3 defense. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why?
I have 2 defense, 2 quarterbacks, 4 running backs, 4 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. Then you have the WRT that can go through all of that and filter, and you should be done. But I usually get a second kicker. I don't know why
but here's the deal too, is that you also figure none of us are going to have not one injured player come this 3rd or 4th week. Like by that time, there's going to be one player that's going to be on IR or it's going to be out for the week until you can just swap them in and swap them out.
I picked CD Lamb, and I know he was out on COVID protocols. They got him as questionable. But he's back now.
We saw during Hard Knocks.
I got a couple players I drafted that are questionable, but they'll be back. I mean, the season's early. That's why I was like, yeah, they'll be back, and then they'll ball out and do what I need to do. So. Hopefully
enough that his 14-teamer had 20 rounds, no defense, no kicker. That's interesting.
Wow, that's very interesting. How do you not do that? And then somebody took my doggone Rams. You know, that's the number 1 defense in the league. I was like, I need to pick these Rams up as my defensive team right now. I need to do it. And just when I wanted to do it, somebody had got him. I was like, God dang it. So every time I was always late to the party.
Defenses were going fast. They were going in like 5th and 6th round. I was like,
what?
I'm just here collecting running backs and some wide receivers. Although my blooper for that for this last draft was I'm looking for Robinson, the running back, right? And I just typed Robinson, but I end up choosing the wide receiver instead. So either which way, it still worked out okay. Robinson's still great, you know, but
you got
I was
Fournette
hoping for that
and
second.
I forgot about him. Yeah, you got Fournette too, and I forgot about him. I was like, oh yeah, I got him on my. I have him in my other picks.
He got the Rams in 2 of his leagues. He said,
"Yeah, that's good." I wanted the Rams
What's
too.
What's up, Steven Senior? Welcome to the show.
Steven. Yeah, I wanted the Rams too. I don't know who that is, but hey.
Yeah.
Diaz. That's like
He
I'm
went
trying to
to
pronounce the
UW.
last name. Is dope.
Yeah, I know he's
Nice.
mad over the Husky loss too, but that's
probably
neither
is
here nor there. Jeez. So yeah, but then I had my guys league on Monday night, which was great. I feel like I did good in that draft. I just, it's tough because if you don't get one of the first couple quarterbacks, then you're just leaving. I just say, screw it. I'm just picking up someone at the end, like towards the end. Like, what can I do? What can I do? Right.
Yeah, I'm never going to go too late in the call of the quarterbacks because I do need the points for that. I mean, you should depend on your RBs and your.
But there's so many that can be
stuff.
flexed, and depending on their matchups,
Yeah.
like you're able to flex those around and move them around to where you can find a quarterback maybe isn't great, but has a really great matchup that's going to score you some points.
That's true.
That's my philosophy. I mean,
That's
I think
true.
I've got
That's how you win.
I've got I think I got Stafford and Tannehill, and I do have. This is what killed me in my guys league. I drafted Dak Prescott and Zeke Elliott. Like me, the biggest Cowboy hater. And what comes to me is here's my options, and it's like, well, I got to put all my hate aside because I need to go for what I think will still do well. So.
And I know having my store manager on our league, she's going to pick up every single last Raider possible. So she definitely picked up. I don't know who got Josh Jacobs. Somebody got him.
I think she actually got the highest score on the report
She
card.
did, and she was the last pick. And her picks were crazy because she would pick. She was last to pick, and then she had to pick right after that. And then the way it snaked, she got to pick in the third. I mean, mine were terrible. I'd have to wait 16 picks before I pick again. 17 picks before I pick again. 12 picks before I pick it. I was like, oh, this is a nightmare. This is terrible. This is the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life. Don't put me on third pick no more. I don't want to do that no more. Or
listen, I got first pick in my guys league. When I tell you the pick I hate most is pick number 1. I don't want it. I don't want the pressure of making the first pick, and I don't want to have to wait 23 more slots until I can pick again. That's too much.
And then my Dodgers
lost. Way too much.
Yeah.
So by now, everybody should be done with fantasy football. All the drafts are complete because tomorrow is the season opener. NFL is officially back. We got the Cowboys visiting Tampa in Tampa. Game time is 5:20 here on the West Coast. And here's the deal.
Go place a ticket.
I think per like Vivid Seats, the average cost for a ticket to that game was $568.
It was a high price ticket.
Like it's the highest ticket that's probably been paid for a Tampa Bay opener, period. And
it probably is. And it's lower than what it was. It was expected to be in the thousands. Originally, it was in the thousands, like the Raider tickets. When it was Tampa Bay and Cowboys, it was supposed to be like $1,000 for that ticket. Wild. It is wild.
Wow, AZ can gamble now, huh? You know what's funny is that good. Shout out to Weeks. I think Weeks was on earlier. They actually are opening up a sportsbook in Washington, which is the first ever, which is crazy. So
y'all gonna
sports betting
up there.
is coming along. Oh, listen. I mean, everybody already does it already on these sites and things that people get from, DraftKings or whatever else you can do in your state. But man, listen, Steven, that's like this Ravens-Raiders game coming Monday Night Football here. The prices people are paying for those tickets, you might as well just fly to a playoff game.
Well, they went down, in the 400 sections, 400 and 300 sections. They're like 200 now, 289. I last looked on StubHub. So ticket prices are going down.
My thing.
You can go to a Raiders game now, and I think on the day of the Monday night game, it might even get cheaper.
I feel like the hype was so high, and then now it's kind of like, because I paid more than they were going for my preseason tickets when it came to the time of the game. I feel like if people are able to wait it out, like maybe you live here or you're going to be here anyways, wait it out and play it to go in there, buy your tickets day up or day before, because I feel like the prices go down completely. And another good option, I went with Natalie to the UNLV football game, which is also at Allegiant Stadium. So if you don't even care who's playing and you just want into the stadium, go to UNLV Rebels game because the tickets are cheap. Seats are good. It's all usually that lower bowl. And we had clubhouse seats. So you got to access the little bars and the extra food that are in the little circle.
You were like, the seats. I'm like, you're at a UNLV game. Of course, the tickets are like $15, $20.
And hey, if you just want the experience, that's what people can buy. You can come to Vegas, get inside the Allegiant. It's cheaper than going on the Allegiant Stadium tour.
Yeah.
The
tour takes you down to the locker room and all that great fly stuff over there, though.
Hey, SLAC is in the building. What's up to Big Lex and Strizzy, both in the house. We appreciate y'all, guys. We appreciate y'all. I know you guys are boiling hot just like we are up
and
here.
that's too high. Exactly, Stephen. Like, yeah, they need to be given a locals, like you go to Smith's grocery store and buy some groceries and get a ticket to the Rebels game and sit in the lower deck like they used to back in the day, you know, or something like that. That would be kind of cool, but
it still beats going to Sam Boyd. Hands
Oh,
down,
absolutely, 100%. My car beats going to Sam Boyd. Not even in my car. Jeez.
The radio beats going to Sam Boyd.
Anything beats going to Sam. 8-track beats going to Sam Boyd. I mean, what are we talking about here?
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm excited for the season. Season's kicking up.
Me too.
I mean,
can't wait for my Bears Raiders game. Great. Can't wait for my Eagles Raiders game.
And shout out to, I may, you know, if I ever come to a Raiders game, I'm going to have to, you know, find me an old KJ Wright jersey because, you know, KJ Wright was holding out.
Yes, we got him. I was going to ask you what your take was on that, your former Seahawks.
You know, I'm happy he got it. I mean, I'm excited that if I do get to a Raiders game where we're not playing us, that, you know, I'd love to see him play and root for him and, you know, be able to support him. I love KJ, right? My thing is, I want to know who his agent was because he was holding out to get this long-term, he wanted to get paid. He wanted big money. He wanted to get paid. And then you end up with a 1-year contract.
Well, I mean, was he shoppable?
I mean, possibly, contract? Or guess what? Or stay with Seattle. Though. Stay with Seattle. Dwayne Brown got his contract restructured so that he was able to be happy with the payment and the amount, but just over a different kind of value.
But they weren't going to do that for KJ. They weren't going to do that.
But they
him.
could.
That's
have.
the issue.
They weren't giving him the money. But why didn't you just stay in Seattle for a year contract? Why leave again? Like, why leave?
I think he thought he could get shopped and get something a little bit better, and you know, and who knows what to say. He's probably bitter because Russell ain't trying to give up his bread to spread it out to the rest of the family and the kids. So
it's clear. Russell's not.
You know, it's not his fault.
Period.
Yeah, it's not his fault to do that. He shouldn't have to. I mean, it's what
he got paid and he deserved it. So
yeah,
you know, what can you do?
And that's y'all fault for giving him all that money and then not allocating it to the rest of the players like y'all was supposed to do. You know, but you didn't do that. So
he's no Tom Brady. He hasn't been in the league for 20 years to do all that. You know, he took advantage.
Y'all gotta
of
win
his
a Super Bowl first before he can even try and do that. Yeah.
Well, we did.
Do you think you're gonna get it? I mean, you gotta win another one. I mean. You think you guys are going to win this season?
Win the Super Bowl this season? Yeah. It's going to be tough. I got to see if our running backs can stay healthy. I need to see what our backfield is looking like. I know we picked up an old Jets cornerback, Austin guy, but that doesn't change my mind as much. And our offensive line is still an issue. Like, I think I saw on one of those memories on Facebook I had posted back in 2012, like, why am I always stressed over my offensive line? And it's still to this day, I'm always stressed over my offensive line. What can you do?
Yeah. I don't know what you're going to do, but you better figure it out because this could be Russell Wilson. What's he going to do if this season don't go in his favor?
Listen, from what I hear,
this week, right?
We play in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. From what I hear, though, Russ is having a pretty good offseason, and he had a great training camp. I think he's in great shape. I think he's out there to blow him out the wall. You know, we'll see. But again, I'm excited for the running backs. Chris Carson's been in that gym putting on, you know.
And I got Chris Carson on one of my fantasies, so he better do work. Same. I'm not even playing with him. He better do work.
Yeah. Donnell said, oh, where'd it go?
Yeah, he has. I mean, you can't blame him, but you can't blame him for leaving if he wants to leave either, Goose. Shoot.
And
you can't blame him if he has that money.
Knows? If he's got to leave, that's fine. I mean, just get us the first-round draft pick. That's all I need.
Yeah.
I'm with my team. I'm not with the player. This is not, I'm jumping ship with my guy. That's
not like the LeBron, like I'm just chasing LeBron wherever he goes, or I'll chase Russell. Or I'll chase Tom Brady wherever he goes.
The division is tough.
It's very tough.
Ain't nobody on any other division want to come to an NFC West game at all. I mean, this is probably one of the first times that all 4 teams are really good. I mean, you really can't deny the Rams.
Good.
The Cardinals have stacked up.
I couldn't even get him.
Huh?
Like I said, Rams have the #1 defense in the league right now. Like, stop playing with them. Yeah, they're gonna do some work. They're gonna show y'all.
We'll see.
Arizona's gonna show y'all too.
Well, in the Niners, they signed Josh Norman. I didn't even know Josh Norman was still in the league or still playing. Oh man, Kinte, I hope you're right. If I would love him to go off, although he's not on my fantasy roster, unfortunately. But it is what it is. The
Did you
Ravens
draft him
signed
for your
Le'Veon
fantasy?
Bell.
Oh, they did.
I
You didn't
never,
draft for us?
I never
Oh, okay.
searched for it. I mean, it's good. I think one year I actually had him, and I got like I did like average.
Oh, okay.
Because unlike it, Russell gets sacked a lot. Like, yeah, he throws some
Yeah, he does.
69-yard bombs and gets Tyler Lockett to catch it, but he also gets sacked a lot due to the offensive line. So I also don't want to eat those points.
Right.
Because in fantasy football, I've had a lot of games that have been like 1 or 2 points, and you wake up the next morning and it's been point adjusted because of something, and now I lost. Those games you don't want to have to be only up by a point or 2. Niners own the Rams. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
How long is Jimmy G going to be healthy this year? That should be like the over-under. At least they got Justin Fields, right? Or not Justin Fields. Who's the backup guy?
It's not Justin Herbert. He's over at LA Chargers.
No.
Got to watch out for him too.
Yeah. He's only ranked, I think, 1 spot lower than Russell on the quarterback list this year.
I know. Hey,
oh yeah, Trey Lance. Thank you to the 49er fan in the building. Woo!
It's gonna be interesting. All these football heads in the chat, I know they're ready. I gotta play a ticket.
I know.
I really do. I should do a 5.
Better get you an app, girl. I got like 3 apps. I don't gotta leave the house.
Well, I have William Hill, but when I go back to work on Friday, I think I'm not gonna bet on this Thursday night game. I'm gonna do the 5-teamer for the Sunday games and see what I can get. Because baseball has been hitting. Let me tell you something. A 5-teamer on baseball pays out $800 when I one of my coworkers.
What have you been like $20?
Yep. 20
okay.
5-teamer, 800.
Okay.
The baseball been hitting.
Yeah.
I don't know how this football's gonna be.
We'll see.
We're gonna see.
So regarding the Seahawks game, I guess Carson Wentz is gonna be suiting up. So
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they pushing it though? Like, do you really want to just test that right off the bat? And I don't know.
I think they'll win. I hate to see you might go 1 on your first one. I honestly think the Colts might win this game. I picked them. I'm picking them. I'm not being a hater.
Okay, because I got the picks lined up. I got the picks lined up for later too.
So I'm thinking the Colts might stun it. There's always one stunning game on a Sunday game. There's always a stunner. There's always a stun game, and I just feel like
I don't think it's going to be our game.
You don't think
I don't think it's heavily. I don't think that we're favored to win by a lot. Like I don't think it's like one of those big
spreads. That's why I say it could be a stunner game. It could be.
But a stunner is like the underdog wins. Like no one expect like the Montana and the Washington game. That was a stunner. Like no one expected that. So
are people really expecting Seattle to beat the Colts on that opening game? Looking at the line that you guys have? I don't know.
Oh, dang it. I just got logged back out my thing. Let me look.
There might be. I mean, I'm not, Seahawk fans always hit different, so I don't know.
We're favored by 3 points, which that's
okay. All right. Okay. That's a field goal away of whatever. Okay.
That's nothing. Yeah. I think that's for majority of the games this Sunday because it's the first week. Like no one's really seen anyone. Like for Seattle, none of our starters played the entire preseason. Not a single starter.
That's why
so we don't know. Most of these teams don't know.
Yeah.
It will be a frenzy. I know Kinte, it'll be hard. It'll be interesting to see how our wide receivers play because we're stacked. DK now is like one of the top wide receiver 1 for fantasy football. Tyler Lockett, both those guys are going high off the draft too. So.
Oh yeah, you guys do have DK Metcalf though. He is a savage for a wide receiver. He's tough. He is tough.
And don't forget, we got Jamal Adams healthy.
Oh, that's right.
So we're starting the season off with healthy Jamal Adams, which is now my new fantasy football name, Presidential Mel. Thank you. After Presidential Mel.
I forgot about him. Boy, that does change a little bit of perspective. And you got the Raiders against the Ravens. Oh, okay. We'll see on that one too.
When I'm looking at most of the points, it's like 3-4, 3-4, 1s. There's some 1s in there, 1 point spreads. Like the Niners favored by 7.5, Chiefs favored by 6.
Yeah.
I think the Cowboys, the Bucks were favored by 8.5. So those are like the biggest spreads for the first week of football, which is good, crazy because sometimes you'll see a 10-point spread or
wait. They
a
said the
12-point
Cowboys
spread,
are favored by 8.5.
No, the Bucks are favored
Oh,
by
I was
8.5.
about to say what?
I think that one. I think I might take the points on that for Dallas. I don't know. I think it could be close.
All right, I'm not doing that.
See.
I don't think I would do that. I don't know if I would do the over or under on that at all.
Like the Raiders are 4, got a 4.
Yeah.
No, that's late. I'm sorry, I went too far. I went too far. Anywho,
I don't know.
Football.
I don't know if I'll do that.
WNBA. I know our Aces were up at the half, and it looks like we are 100-77. So we're about to win the game, which is great.
Playing? Are our starters playing?
Yeah. Well, the ones that aren't injured. So Cam is still out. Hamby, I believe, was still out. I'm not positive. And McCultry is still out. However, like we discussed the other day when we watched the game, what was that, on Sunday? They lost to the Sky.
Oh, that was.
We are all out playing without Cam Hamby, McCultry. Asia's in there putting in work. Can we give any of our ladies a break? We've already clinched the playoffs.
We can take L's. That's okay if we take the L's. We clinched the playoffs. I don't mind the L's, but don't play
and we took the L with her playing. So why not just take the L?
Because they're gassed, and that's stupid. I don't even understand. Oh my God! So I'm just getting some fantasy updates on my Nordstrom football team. People are making adjustments already as we're speaking.
No, we're gonna get to the playoffs and be wiped out, and that's not. I need. Listen, if even with the travel, and shout out to Jose, I know we had some discussion with Coach Lambier in regards to some of the things that
the traveling issues
still traveling. Yep. That on top of not getting a break from the Olympics for our Olympic gold medalists and continuing to play at this fast-paced game to win games or even lose like against the Chicago Sky, and they've already made the playoffs. Why are we still doing this? Give them a break, give them a rest. Sue Bird, Brianna Stewart, they both got 2 games off and they had a rest. Although Brianna Stewart hurt her ankle, I think, last night. So she was out. She left during the middle of the game. There's no saying as to, they haven't released any information as to how she's doing and if it's going to be serious or not. So I don't know. The WNBA, you can also go and vote for your GOAT. So they picked the top 25 players of all time for the WNBA. Angel McCutcheon was one of them for the Aces. However, Asia was not on there.
They had a thing they did. Right. They had a poll where they were saying like who would you give the last shot to in the WNBA. Diana Taurasi ranked very high on that. Anybody from the Aces was Chelsea Gray. Those came up in the commentary, but Diana Taurasi pretty much ran that as far as who would you give the ball to score the last bucket. And she reigned supreme with that.
They had some great women on that list, like Cynthia Cooper, Cheryl Swoops, Maya Moore was on it, Tamika Catchings, Pondexter, Tina Thompson. It was just surprising because all but one MVP was on the list of top 25, except for Asia Wilson. That's maybe because she was the newest member. She was the most recent member, but a little sad for that one. I don't know. So anyways, congratulations to Aces because they're about to win. Shout out to our guy B Sal who's doing it live from the arena tonight. And his birthday today too. Yes.
Happy birthday, B Sal. I forgot about
he's
that.
busy up there. He was doing live remotes. So when I saw the news before we got on, he was out there in his maroon suit best, kicking it live in the game.
Ready for fall with the maroon. I see you.
Yeah, getting that maroon on. I know it's hot
fall
though.
Colors are going on. Cimarron Memorial, stand up. That maroon, he had the gray with it too. No diss, B Sal.
Hey, John Weeks. What's up to Weeksy? He's excited because they're opening up the gambling sports books in Seattle. So he's
ready.
For Washington. Weeks was helping me, giving me some little assistance on my fantasy. Sometimes I think it's around like that 5th and 6th round that I'm just like, oh, do I really want to keep doing running back, wide receiver? Yeah, whole fantasy issue, And I didn't I didn't watch hardly any preseason. I didn't do any research like I usually do. So I'm just going for it. What's up, Jose? Shout out to Jose.
What's up, Volante?
Yes. So want to get into some sneaker drops?
Sure. What do you have on the sneaker drop?
Well, got a couple. Although the gray waffles came out today, and I missed that. I like
Double
those gray
swoosh?
waffles. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I know
nigga
we've
did
had
it.
this one on before.
Did we?
Yeah. Well, it's the Jordan one, the high OG, the prototype. This one comes out on 9/24, September 24th. I like this one. I'm not going for it, but it's cool. It's not bad. So we've got that one. Let's see what else. Yes. Why can't I get this off?
Nice Travis Scott.
There we go.
Air Max. Cactus Jack.
Off-white Jordan. Yeah.
I don't see the Off-white Jordan. Which one is that?
I just keep thinking Scooby-Doo. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like I'm not a Browns person.
I can't
so
believe
I guess
he's
if you were
like
a Browns fan too.
Yeah, if you're a Browns fan, that would be a good outfit. I said if you're a Browns fan,
it would be a good look if
outfit.
you were a Browns fan.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, you would.
It'd be a great outfit.
Yeah.
Cool grays.
So these are coming back around.
Now I got to go after these. I don't care whose line I got to stand in or who I got to pay.
I'm not a big 11s person, but I think the Jubilee and these would probably be the only ones that I got.
I need the cool grays in my life. I need the cool grays in my life. I can't even front.
They're nice. And let's see. The Jordan 13 retros, the Obsidians. These come out next week on the
13s. Oh my God. All that makes me look at is like if you put your hand on a cheese grater and you pop it back up and you've got all those things on your hands. Or you put your hand on a pegboard and you lift your hand up and you got all those things. Nah, not interested.
Yeah.
It's not sexy for me.
No,
sorry. Doesn't do it for me.
And
not sexy enough.
An update for the Off-White Jordan 2 lows.
Yes.
They got pushed back to November, the release date did.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
I
hate 2 so much, but I would.
I love these. I'm not a big 2 person.
These are nice. I
twos,
can't do those
like
2s, man.
I like the 2 lows. I can do those, especially with that signature on there. Not to mention, we're
gonna catch you balling in some 11 Steven Senior.
I have the 11 Gamma Steven Senior, and I've never taken them out the box.
No.
I can't stand 13s either. Yeah. They're ugly. They're not sexy.
I got one original 13 from like literally 98, 99 when they came out.
Not sexy enough. Sorry. I would never
Carolina
colors,
so
I would never want to admit to that. I'm sorry. I could not admit to that. You keep that in your box on the shelf. Don't even pull those things out in front of me. They're not ugly.
I wore them because I used to have a ton of North Carolina gear when I was like.
Then get the Carolina Blue 4s or the Jordan Legend Blues. Something.
This was my very first pair of Jordans. I just kept them.
Oh,
I still got them.
I mean, first pair.
Yeah, my very first pair.
How old were you when you got these?
Like a freshman in college.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not to mention also Adidas is coming out with A$AP Rocky, who I love to death, of course, because he loves Rihanna and I like Rihanna. So he is coming out with the Prada. They're calling them the Pradidas, and I had a picture and I forgot to send them to you. But
those white ones
with the little Prada pouch,
like a little pouch
on the tongue. Yes, super cute. They haven't released what date those are coming out, but those are pretty fly too. Adidas always be coming with some heat that's a little different. I'm a Nike person as well, but I'm also not. I also rock with the Adidas too. I mean, I rock with anything that's a little bit fly. Anything that's a little different that I can get my
I'm not a big
I love
Arlington, we are about to do NFL predictions. I just wanted to do a quick girl power beforehand. This young lady.
Oh yeah,
Layla Fernandez, 19 years old from Canada, currently at the US Open. She will be in the semifinals tomorrow. She defeated Naomi Osaka on Friday. She then defeated number 5, I think, Slitvani. I don't even know how to pronounce her name. Yesterday. She's the youngest player to defeat 2 WTA top 5 players at the same major since Serena Williams did it when she was 17 in the 1999 US Open. This girl, man, listen. Tennis is a young sport. I can see why. And shout out to Naomi, because I know during her press conference, she was really not still in it mentally. She wasn't taking her break, and she had no timetable. So we reach out to her, and we hope that she gets all the time she needs and gets all the support she needs, and hopefully she gets back in it, because she still is so talented and so young. She has so much to offer the game. Hopefully she'll stick in it. But hey, mental health is tough. Even Tom Brady was commenting and giving these girls props about
I saw that.
Going through all this stuff. So
the fact that he tweeted out about them was very impressive, especially to get the haters off their back, because one was getting a whole bunch of mean tweets after their
and that's
match.
Terrible, like
hate tweets. I shouldn't even say mean. It was very hateful. Death threats, those kind of crazy things. That's degenerate gamblers, whatever the case may be. I don't know. They lost their money. I don't know, but you can't take it out on these players. They're playing the sport that they love, and they're doing it for that. They're not for doing it for your benefit of gaining money.
Right.
That's just an extra little
and
bonus.
Not just hey, if you don't like it, turn it off. That's how the TV works.
Don't bet on it. How about that? Be better at it. To get y'all amped up like that. Jeez.
I mean, it's not that serious, but all right. So let's get to some picks before we finish off the podcast. We are officially in week 1 with a clean slate 0-0. I believe Mo won last season of our pick'ems.
I did.
So congratulations to you. But let's get it going. So we've got Dallas at Tampa Bay Thursday night.
You know the Bucks are going to win that game.
I know. I'm going with them too. So Jacksonville at Houston.
And who's they announced as their new quarterback that's replacing Deshaun Watson?
Oh yeah, Tyrod Taylor. Deshaun's still on the team, but he's not going to be playing due to when are the allegations going to finish?
Is he going to be sitting on the bench? I don't even think he knows a suit up.
Well, he's still on the roster, so technically, I think if you're on the roster, you do.
Do you?
I don't know. That's sad.
I don't know. Sad. I got Texans.
Okay. Chargers at Washington.
I'm going with the Washington team on that one.
This would be interesting to see Hubert versus a Washington D.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Washington on that one, though. I think I'm rooting for the home team on this. Since they haven't come up with a name yet for him yet, I'm just going to go with the Washington. Plus, I don't like the Chargers. Why would I want the Chargers in my division to win their first game of the season?
You know how much I was jockeying. You know how much I was jockeying on the Chargers. I mean, Hubert is amazing. I'm not a fan of the Chargers, but I just like the kid. So I'm going to go with the Chargers just because. If there's point spreads and stuff included, it'd probably be a little bit different. But if it's just pick 'em,
it's a pick 'em. You pick the Chargers. I go with Washington. We'll see what it do.
Yeah. Donnell's go. I'm excited for that. So, okay, Seahawks at Indiana. I'm going to go with my Seahawks.
I'm going to take the Colts on this. You said -3? Go for the Colts.
Well, we're not doing points. We're just picking them.
I know, but you said it was a -3, so that could be what and what, meaning that any team could win.
But it's the first week of the season, so they're kind of padding these real. They're padding them.
Yeah,
I don't know why I've had 2 phone calls so far, and it's like you don't realize at 7:00 on Wednesday I have a podcast.
It's cool. I'm gonna go with the Colts. We'll just go opposite of each other.
Okay. Colts. Jets at Carolina.
I'm taking the Panthers.
Yeah, I got to go with that too. Jets to nothing.
What do you think the Jets' record will be this season?
The Jets? Maybe
17
2 or 3.
2-15? You think 2 or 3? 3-14? Jeez. I'm going to say.
I don't know.
We
should ask Jose that. Jose, what's your Jets going to be like?
Right.
Look at Steven says they're going to win more than Dallas.
Yeah, they will. 4-13. I give them 4-13. I'll give them at least 4 games this season. I'm gonna say 4-13.
Listen, I got CMC as my number 1 pick. I need the Panthers to just show out for this first game.
I know.
Period. The Vikings at the Bengals.
Hey, I'm gonna roll with the Bengals. I think. Well, Minnesota, I don't know.
I'm going
to go with Bengals. I'm just gonna do the Joe Mixon is nice. I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
You got Burrow. We'll see how Burrow's sophomore season is.
It might be better. Doubt it though. Doubt it.
Cardinals
I
at
think the Vikings will win that.
Titans. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
That's rough too. I think I'm gonna have to agree with you on that and go with the Cardinals too.
Okay. Niners at the Lions.
Oh, Niners.
As much as I want to choose the
Niners.
Lions.
Yeah, I would love to take the Lions, but that's not realistic. That's the Niners on that all day.
Donnell's choosing every game opposite.
That's
cool.
okay because we have our let the ball
Probably
bounce
watching a lot
pickers
more
again.
games.
It started. So let's see.
Yeah.
Steelers and Bills. That's the game. That's the one I really want to watch. I probably will skip the bet on
Steelers
that,
and Buffalo.
but that's the game. That's the game. I'm
That's
going with
gonna
them
be a good
Bills
game.
though. I'm gonna go with them Bills. Let's just see it. Let's just go. Josh Allen. Let's go.
I'm gonna go with them too.
Let's go. Let's just see what it do.
I am interested to see how the wide receiver core is for. There's a lot of good talent on the Steelers team, and I don't. We've had the concern of Juju getting everything, or there being no Juju at all, just like no Mo right now because her hour is up. So we'll see if she gets back in because we are not done picking them yet. Jeez Louise, yeah, Bills. Mo, come on back. Next one, Philly at Atlanta. Anybody get Matt Ryan out there on their fantasy? I'm curious because I can't stand that guy.
I got to time out during the switcher thing and then tap back in.
Yeah, you did. Jeez. All right. We got Eagles at Falcons.
Yeah, I'm going with the Falcons on that. I hate to say, I just don't like the Eagles. Yeah, I don't see it. I just don't see it.
I'm going Falcons. Browns at Chiefs. Although I love
Chiefs
my Browns.
I know you do.
Unfortunately.
Chiefs.
I can't wait to see how the Browns do this year too, but
yeah,
that could be a shocker. That could be the shocker surprise.
They're definitely AFC contenders. OBJ is back.
I mean,
they're definitely contenders. I mean, like, I'm not going to count them out, but we'll see what they do. But they're not going to do nothing against those Chiefs, though. That's not
no, but it could be that could be your shocker for the week. You never know. Packers at Saints.
Yeah, this is a good one too. This is another good one too. But
we don't got Drew Brees no more.
No, but we got
Michael Thomas.
They're going with Teddy Bridgewater. They still got Alvin Kamara, right?
Of course.
What's Aaron Rodgers' headspace gonna be like? See, I don't like this kind of thing. Saints are my second
We're not
team.
his
I'm gonna go with the
therapist.
I know, but I'm gonna go with these Saints. Who that nation is my second team. I'm not even.
I got Alvin Kamara on one of my teams. So I'm hoping he pulls off a great victory. But
that's all he got. So we'll see.
You don't got no real floor general. I don't know if I can count Jameis Winston to be really.
Jameis was looking pretty decent in preseason, but again, let's see. I look at all of
You're not playing anybody.
I know, but I'm also looking at A-Rod. A-Rod's arm is a
Broncos
monster.
to Giants.
That's a tough one. I hate to pick either one of them. I'm going with the Giants because I don't want anybody in the AFC to win nothing, really, except my Raiders. So AFC West.
I'm gonna go with the Giants just because I hope that Saquon can get out there and get back. Even though I don't have him on fantasy, I do want to see him do well.
I don't think we're gonna expect much from him.
Yeah,
I don't think
the Dolphins at Patriots.
You know what? I'm
gonna roll with Miami just because.
I got Tua on my fantasy. I would like to see him do some things, and I'm not even going for that. But I'm also kind of curious to see what New England's going to do because they have a coach in Belichick. Let's just see what he does.
Yeah, I don't know. And what magic he can work with his.
Yeah, I just want to see if some magic works. Yeah, I just want to see if some magic works.
All right, Bears at Rams.
That's a no-brainer. We doing the Rams. Andy Dalton, really? Are you really going to? And Andy Dalton's not even starting, I don't think, this game, is he?
I believe he is.
Is he?
Remember, it was his team.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think.
But preseason, they had that other quarterback playing who was actually pretty solid.
Because no starters played during preseason.
I know. But I just thought maybe they'd switch it up on us. We don't know.
All right. Ravens at the Raiders.
I'm going to go with my home team. It's Vegas. Let's go. Vegas Luck. Lady Luck is on my side. I'm going to roll with these Raiders. Season opener, we got to do it. Chucky's on the field. He's going to be, being Chucky. Not to mention, we're pretty core solid. I think Carr is going to stand out and actually do some things. And I also think it's going to be a good night I hate to say it. I think it's going to be a good night, not so much for Waller, but for Hunter Renfrow.
I was trying to get Waller. Waller was going so high in the fantasy draft.
Yeah, he
too.
is.
I couldn't
He is
believe
going
it.
high in the fantasy draft, but I'm more concerned with him than anything this season. I don't know why, but something just gives me an inkling feeling that this is not going to be. I don't know how well he's going to do.
You got a feeling going on?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go with the Ravens.
I shouldn't go with the feeling,
I do hope the Raiders perform well.
Yeah.
But I got a couple fantasy aspects I'm working on. I know.
Realistically,
you got to
speaking, on
separate the
paper,
two,
you
but
look
it's
at
the
that.
first season.
Hey, listen, I didn't go for your team. You're not going for my team. I'm not coming with a stake to get you. I don't care. I just got to do what I'm feeling. And you got to do what you're feeling.
All about the picks.
It is all about the picks. You just got to go with what you're feeling. So,
Steven, we don't need any kind of rudeness in the chat, please. There is no word.
What did he say?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's the Seattle Seahawks, and they're playing the Colts. Thank you.
I got the Colts.
Anywho.
I got the Colts. I just, your team has got some issues.
Yeah, you do.
Personnel stuff.
It's all good. And we'll see how it goes. First game of the season. We haven't seen most of these guys play at all.
Right.
So I'm all with it.
Super excited. I'm just trying to figure out, looking at those games and that ticket, what the 5-teamer is going to be. I need to see what that 5-teamer goes.
All right, you guys. So just in case you didn't catch the beginning of the show, we will be off next week. So make sure you tune in 2 weeks. We'll be back. We're taking a little siesta. And I'm gonna go hit Queen of the South.
She's gonna siesta. She's gonna siesta. Everybody needs a siesta. Siesta.
Everybody needs
I shouldn't
one.
say that like that.
Everybody needs one.
Everybody needs a siesta.
All right, y'all. Have a great week. Have a great next week. Enjoy the first week of football. I hope everybody does well in their fantasy footballs, and hopefully their teams win, except for the Niners and Cowboys. But that's all for me. All right, Mo. See you later. Bye, guys.
You guys have a good one.